Oh, where you watch? Look where you watch. Know where you watch. Choose the right thing to watch. And this enough to watch. Sticky Stucky Sweet TV with Keith Gargan, Facebook and YouTube. And that enough to watch. The movie star fly take off from Palpatine TV said that. Boom!
A big sound, a play a big tune.
Jah holy Emmanuel, I woy. Jah Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. Well, Gideon go busting out them head again. So much oppression, poor people face right now. Them crying out for freedom. Them crying out for free speech. Then said them want to stand up like them black liberators, like Malcolm X and Martin Luther and the ancient monarchy where come pave the way, sir. Free up black people from me tear down them fence, yeah. Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon, well, the Gideon go busting out them head. I listen, I see, I the power of the Trinity. Give us the teaching of His Majesty, and we know war, not every...
Blow, Mr. Gargan, blow! Blow till me dance up me toe!
This is Sticky Stucky Sweet TV with Keith Gargan. Good, healthy food with the X Factor. So give it a like, share, subscribe, and touch up that notification bell. And that is it. Look at that.
Because of one man mistake. It's not him alone make mistake in a government. You have to forgive people at least because he have to deliver, you know, if him get a chance. And anybody else apart from Andrew Holness to me would be a big win.
What was your role in all of that? What did you do? Did you play
All right.
an intermediary role? Did you try to soothe any kind and calm anybody down? What did you do? Because you were a friend and
This is how it all started. We were at a meeting at the Little London High School.
Deliver me from my enemy, my God. Set me an eye from those who rise up against me. Deliver me from the workers of iniquity. Save me from the bloodthirsty men. For behold, they lie and wait for my soul. The mighty gather themselves together against me. Not for my disobedience, not for my sin, Lord. I have done no wrong, yet they are ready to attack me. Rise up, behold, and help me. You, Lord God of Armor, the God of Israel, rose yourself to punish the nation. Show no mercy to the wicked, traitors, Selah. They return at evening, howling like dogs, and prowl around the city. Behold, they spat with their mouths, soda in their lips, for they say, Who art us? But you, Lord, laugh at them, you scrap of all the nation. O my strength, I wish for you, for God is my high tower. My God will go before me with his loving kindness. God will let me look at my enemy in triumph. Right there, sir. Don't kill them, or my people may forget. Scatter them by their power, and bring them down, Lord, our shield. For the sin of their mouth and the words of their lips, let them be catched in their pride, for the curses and lies which they utter. Consume them in wrath, consume them, and they will be no more. Let them know that God rules in Jacob to the ends of the earth. Selah. At evening let them return, let them howl like a dog and go around the city. They shall wander up and down for food and wait all night if they ain't satisfied. But I will sing of your strength, yes, I will sing aloud of your loving kindness in the morning. For you have been my high tower, a refuge in the day of my distress. To you, my strength, I will sing praises, for God is my high tower, the God of my mercy. Up and running, up and gunning, Sticky Stucky Sweet TV, Keith Gargan, Cassava, mind over matter, up and running. So right now, we're talking about Karen Cross, dieted, real PMP type of woman from a longer time, you know. And you know, me like her in a lot of ways because she talk up things them and she stand up for the real PMP. You know the changes like some people. And I talk about Rise United, all them things there, which is me in that neither. We are real what we know Michael man, the days and the real PMP stand for. Because I grew up and see with them. I got two parties we have in Jamaica from all those times, you know, the youth I grew up from 60s and things like that. So, you know, people know the PMP and who have some sense know where PMP stand for and what JLP stand for. PMP always stand for the poor. Labour Party always is for the rich. It's a conservative type of government in that way. So people supposed to have some sense. And sometimes, I don't know poor people really hang on to them party there. But you find that in a foreign as well. England are the same thing. You have the Conservative Party is equivalent to the JLP party in Jamaica because them deal with the rich. Yet you have the poor people, them working class, we still want to join the Conservative Party. So it go either way all over the world. So anyway, people can talk as much as they want to talk. Karen Cross, me respect her as a from the grassroots and she amongst the PMP and she always a dieted and thing. But me don't know or she never be a counsellor or whatever. I don't know if it's because she too, I don't know what you call it now, what you call it, you have a word for this. If you're too down to earth, or she too liberal, you don't care, you call it liberal, because that is a word you have to look for. But anyway, she talk up things I like, her style, she talk up for the PMP party all the while, and she don't keep up with fuckery. But sometimes them things there, when you're too liberal minded, you can't really reach far in a party. You have to take chances, you know, because of the world run. But anyway, she come out, you know, in election here in time and she put out some blog and she call it YouTubing for her style. But you know, we want to talk on her right you know, because a lot of traitor that well in a board party, you know, about PMP and things like that. Because you have this brother what his name? His brother name Ian Miles. He defected from the PMP to Labour right. A lot of them are doing it, you know. You have the Venetia Phillips as well. And the thing is this, there's something is wrong with that still because you don't have to, once you know, you look, you have the people like Julian Roberts, Damon Crawford, even Lisa Anna, you have by this brother named Fitz Jackson, and these people, they are still PMP. They're not switch. Them still work around the thing. But you know, you can't carry feelings. I mean, I go carry feelings with Mark Golding, although I don't agree with him stand when I'm taking at the leadership election. Yeah, the stand when I'm taking at the leadership election with Lisa Anna and buy out the vote and thing, which is everybody know that. That was a wrong move, bad move. I'm never talk about that. I'm talk about it all the while. And he's not really, he didn't have the rating like Damon Crawford or Lisa Anna anyway. Him far from that. So it's like a pushing the things, because them try to, it's like a coup them try to come in with and get rid of PMP party and come with Rise United, which is fuckery, you know what I mean? Karen Cross now have none of it. And a lot of people, and the same people who have come out right now, you know, them Jones have Sinam, come on the Company Street for this local election. And the same people them never did vex with him. And if some of them vote Labour through that, and who don't vote Labour, steer them yard and never come out. And that's why I crush the PMP party. That's why they get a beaten. Right? And that's why Mark come out the other day when on the campaign trail. I do a video regarding that as well. Get crazy views. So well then I ask people to forgive him for the little card know, say well then do some little things and forgive him for that till him win election. That they even so you shouldn't even say that. Because but you know anyway the people them really come out now, because you can't see the PMP they come out in a drone because enough is enough and they want a change. And anything, and I saw me feel it as well. So, but what we kind see with Karen Cross now, she not Lego, and that not good enough. Because it look like she really prefer, she don't prefer Andrew Holness get an next term instead of Mark Wallen win. And to me, that is like a trick. To me can't find you credible at all. In Europe, although me respect you and you stand and things like that, but you're gone too far now because in the end of the day, it's the same thing with Venetia Phillips, you know. One other day she had talked about boom boom Labour Party is the most what you call it? Well, the most dishonorable, you couldn't call it that, dishonorable government ever. And what she beat them down and rate and lele. What you call it, deceitful. Yeah, you couldn't call it deceitful. That is the word. And she talk about other things when she was on the PMP side. But all of a sudden now, she switched and gone on the Labour bench, across the bench. And then you have this guy now who you used to see him talk up some things. That's why I tell these people, you know, them is back and belly rat, Ian Miles, and them cross over again. But the thing is, this what I see with these people still, you know, is because they never really, they are traitors. They never really are PMP. They just join something to get something out of something. They're part of the crime scene, right? They never really true blue comrade. So it's easy for them show up, you know, because what they see, not like where I go on at the Labour Party now, never go on at the PMP where people can, because so them see people get rich, everybody get rich over the Labour Party, money is all Lego, and dishonesty, and them say, well, it's a gravy train, and them want piece of it, so they just switch and cross over, so them can get some of the sweetness, and that's how me see it. So them is really people can be trusted, back and belly rat, and there was no real true PMP. There was false all along the way. You know, Ian Miles, where one name, Ian Miles, Venetia Phillips. If it's such correct her name the right, spell her name the right way, Venetia Phillips, yeah? Yeah, I think it's Venetia Phillips. Them is some really low life. And that's all I'm going to say. And with Karen Cross now, I can't understand because she still try to to some people who used to know them and know some are real PMP. For them, if you want to think so well, then they want to prefer Andrew Holness win the election and try to beat on Mark Wallen. And I say, well, then I'm going to worse Andrew Holness. To me, I can't understand your argument. And I don't know what kind of clothes you look. I don't know if you can feel because you never, I don't know, but when I really want to go down certain road, because I respect you in a certain way. But now I have to just bore some whole night your things and drill some whole night. It don't make no sense. You can't be a PMP because you're on Venetia Phillips, Ian Miles, who are the same kettle of fish, right? So for you to come and say this now, because of one man mistake, it's not him alone make mistake in a government. You have to forgive people at least because he have to deliver, if him get a chance. And anybody else apart from Andrew Holness to me would be a big win. Yeah, man, for Jamaican people. Yeah, man, because Mark, if him get a chance, he might have to reverse certain things. Although he's supposed to do certain things we're not supposed to do. Well, not where he's not supposed to do. Although he's supposed to do things when he's supposed to do. That's what I should say, yeah? From when you hear them talk about the 6, right? Illicit 6. He should boycott Parliament in one of them few MPs them and lock it down till them name these 6. And that's a sensible thing to do that you're not doing in our country. And them couldn't do business by themselves. Pressure them, they call it pressuring, right? So they have to come out and there's going to be a big talk. and him come out of parliament, come out and campaign out a road and make people hear them voice. And we people who are black now would bring to pick up a story and things like that and say if they not come up with something and name these people. But you still sit in parliament with them. So that it wasn't a wise move at all. So, but if you get into power, you must have access to these 6 because everything then you see it. So you have to name them as well. So that's the thing you have to do. So but apart from that, people, me can't really see where me can really have a mind as way Karen Cross have and a talk like that. Like she would go to any mean necessary at any level for Mark Whelan not to do good. And she would prefer see Andrew Wells in a power and not Mark Whelan. And you say he's a starch born PMP. That means say one are all false. If he was like say was well to me, if he was a councillor or was any party, although he's a starch born PMP, we know that from long time. If he did have any position as a councillor or a MP, cross both too. So that is the way you signal where you try to show me. So to me can't take it serious on a certain level again. Make me not go disrespect you. But in at the end of the day, we can't see through you. You have to call a spade. And that's all it is. Because the pretty talk and the hard talk we got talk, you can't deal with that. So if you're going to deal with that, and no. People, if it's a true blue PMP, you always be a true blue PMP. And if you look on Manly, take Manly stand, Michael Manley and these people. Nah, man. Something wrong with you now. I may not agree with what you say one bit because you're all over the place, really. I don't make no sense. You're all over the place. Because at the end of the day, Mark Whelan make a mistake. He's not the first politician make mistake. Well, whatever mistake, I don't have a mistake, put it that way. That is deliberately. And that is part of corruption as well. Me talk it all the while. Me not go around the corner. Me talk say, well then, me not like what him do. And me talk say, well then, he's not the real and the right leader. He don't have that leadership ability. When I go down the road right now, but as I try to make my argument clear, so me understand what you are dealing with, but you can't go as far as say, well then, you don't want to see him do bad in an election for PMP because of what him do. That is foolishness. And that's all I'm saying. And Ian Miles is a disgrace. Big disgrace. Oliver Reed now, man a real PMP. And and I hope him do good. And I hope, So that me can say, So Karen Cross I try if you do. It's burn bad lamp. She don't care. She don't want to talk about if a rise candidate I run the council, she support them. So you only prefer see your PMP party sink again and you get the next 5 years of Andrew Holness government or even 6 years because no set election date. So that's how it can go. But see another whatever amount of time. Labour Party again. See it. And you could have you could all drop flesh and gone. Me as well, we all is in that position. So we are what example you set for your kids or your grandkids? Because you must have kids, but you must have kids anyway. But I think you might have family. What you setting for these people? Is younger generation, and you're supposed to know what's going on. It don't matter how you're supposed to fight. Make the man come and make PMP come back, and then you can fight. Then you can fight. And that's how me decide to do it. And that's how enough of we decide to do it. Because most of the people who have come out now, from our golden, and I come out in them tsunami type of thing, and them come out like, wow, like rain, like San, them now come out with Mark Golding personally, just like me, say the same thing. Them come out because they want a change. So when them get that change, then Mark Golding have to do something good, there's no time him gone and then get the right person. Because we know say him not the right person, but you have no. Allow him, make him strive. And that's all it is. You cannot try burn bad lamp fever and say you're a layer. You and say you're a true blue gone PMP. Nah man, no. On a serious, on the same type of people like Venetia's Phillips and Ian Miles who across the board and I go to go to Labour, right? Because you up now. It's just some gravy train. Anyway, the money they don't want to go and see money I give you what they say. Money I run. PMP not do them type of things there. When I say PMP click, squeaky clean, they not do no fuckery. Because you have people where come out and do things. You have with a brother named Spencer, Earl Spencer, name, we deal with the light bulb things as well. Me you all burn some fire upon him as well. And things like that. Yo, me tell you something, lady, you have to just pull up your follow ground, because it don't look good. It don't look good at all. You don't want to talk with justice, because you talk upon Julian Silvera case and things like that. You talk the right thing, post a video the way you do, and I like it. And from beginning and day one, and that is good. But when it comes to politics now, if it's a really PMP, as far as me know it so long as an activist, and real Karen Cross. Everybody know about Karen Cross. You always get in trouble with some of the people them. So if you go talk about certain people that do shit with younger pitney and things like that, I don't have no problem with that. I don't have no problem with that. But when it comes to this now, allow Mark Gold and make him strive. Because I'm saying the people who come out, I don't like say, well, them is a fund of Mark Gold, Them is a fund of them party and fund of that change in a Jamaica. And them love Jamaica. But how you talking, like you don't really care about Jamaica. You get old now, you can't dead, you don't give a shit. You don't really care about Jamaica. You don't care if you carry feelings for an individual, a certain individual. I don't make no sense. The country is more important. And you're supposed to have your common, that's why I say, no amount of people common sense full up of water, Because you not talk with no common sense. When you talk like that, because you can't do that. Nah man, you not talk with no common sense whatsoever. Me just hear you talk and me I said, so this woman is so angry in herself. From other day she up on the road and she not really like she more attuned into Labour. And I big them up. I mean, I tell you, these people. That's why Jamaica, can't better, because we have some weeble in Jamaica, from both sides, You don't know where them stand for people. I tell you. But as I'm saying, it's a sickening and sad story. But all I'm saying, God prevail, and the good over evil. Because Mark Wallen doing bad by doing that to Lisa. Leave him to time. And look how and so quick it will reveal back itself. That's why Lisa now carry no feelings. And as she, at the MP, as she is the one who was running in a leadership election, you're just a little activist. And Lisa and I carry no feelings still up on the road, I show her support in a certain way. But she don't talk no bad thing like that. But she know, and the best way that, someone say why you are go down the road so far. And I try to say, well then, prefer the Labour Party win before Mark Wallen get a chance. You don't want to see him lose bad. But that not going to do, if him lose bad, say him lose bad at this local election, you can change a leader, yes, you can change a leader and things like that. But PMP will go back right at the mud again, more than what they mean already. So all you are trying to do is dig more hole. And I try to really sort out the problem and the ship run smoother. That's why I say some of people, activists, when they're just there for really hack up things, make it worse. I just some me see it. I'm just call a spade. Talk it as me see it, because I don't care. I just start me do. Me's a wall borer, I'm a drill well and things, and that me I do with your thing right now. Drill some hole and bore some hole. Kind of make no sense. If you that stark born PMP grassroots. No, you can't talk say well then you don't prefer the GLP stay in power and you want Mark if you do bad. It not gonna happen. And you're gonna eat your word, believe you me. I don't really want to bet on them things, because I know some money at the root of all evil, and the Labour Party don't have the money, and people will do the things and things like that. But I'm seeing and wishing that PMP do good in this local election and control most of the council them. I want to like them control all and do a clean sweep, but I don't know if it's going to happen because money talk in a certain way, and money is the root of all evil. And me keep on repeating that segment, you know what I mean? But I think they will do good. So I'm not going to follow your lean argument where you come with, kind of in a sense. It's a sloppy argument for your PMP. Because you know Michael Manley don't turn him grave if he hear you talk like that. And you shouldn't be somewhere, although you're, you know what I mean, at the party still. But you know, as I'm saying, I still like you as a woman. I'm not going to disrespect you. You talk some good things and some truth sometimes. But now, as well, Louis Rankin will say, you're gone too far. Yeah. And Ninja Man will say, something that look right. Of course, something that look right. If you go down the road there, would prefer JLP win in for Mark Wallen. You don't want to see Mark Wallen. No, man, no. That say you're not really true blue PMP then. You no matter what, you don't see it. People can look, remember, you know, the GLP, them come up with them one another, you know. Nobody now, you see them unite. All of them do wrong, them come up with them one another. So you can take a sheet or leaf out of that book and see the GLP, them covering up for them one another. And them try if it could be united. All of them do wrong. You look on real, look on the six. Teeth them, but they're not really put out in the public, make public noise who. And all these things, and what's going on, you still the one thing where the right, and that's what you carry feelings for a lady. So what I'm to what the GLP them do, and all of them cover for them one another and keep it quiet. Why, on a sick, you know, and sad. But anyway, I'm not going to bother him, waste my breath on it. But what I have to say, people can understand what I talk about and listen how you talk. So I just that me I say. And right now, you have to call a spade. And you know, right, you couldn't be a really true PMP. On the mind dodgy, on the heart not really clean for certain things. And that's the truth. That's why you have to big up people like Damon Crawford and them people there. Because them feel the blunt of it. And them still a campaign and still a do the thing. So who is you if you come now and come try for, and you're not even a councillor or nothing. You're just an activist. No man, you come on and do better than that. And that is the truth. That is the damn truth. When I go around the corner, can't time you see things like this, I just bore all night and things like that. No, you can't do that. GLP, them unite, all of them thievery, and them crap them go away. Juliet holding a bill 800 million apartment in a court. I try to bully people. Look what she do in a parliament. I shut off mic from people. From the same PMP people, them, you know, you say you're a PMP. And all the royal read all this shit and these things. The house them when them lick them over Clifton and all them the damn thing. And you are going to talk about your proper Andrew Holness. Oh man, no man, you cannot get me bringle now, you know. But I'm not going to really go on. Because if I go on, I'm going to go down a road where it will sound like a disrespect. I don't want to do that. But you know, when you bore a hole and think you bore a hole and talk your mind, and that me I do. And you know you're wrong. You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to be the big woman. You can't want your PMP, your party to do that bad. Not because the leader do something wrong. We know one do something wrong. I mean, that thing where me no condole, because I talk about, me one of the man who, if you listen to my thing, me talk about that, me get a comments all the while, and people are, and then you realize, well then, me's a PMP. I say I PMP because I never vote Labour from your group. And that is it. Because I always grew up in a PMP area. So we are a start by PMP in a certain way. So that is it. We can't think them narrow way there, man. Your argument no adds up. And your argument sound cool and crocodile heart and bad mind and things like that. And you can't carry it. And the thing is this, I will say this again before we jump into your blog and you and listen what you say. I will say this again. Look at the PR and the JLP, look how them united and them back one another. All when them a tell lie, all when them a do wrongs, all when them a do things. Because them a do wicked things, them a do the wicked things like, just like where Mark and wicked way Mark Golden do anyway. So why you can bypass that and try to make PMP come back? In the light, and when he come back now, if I end up to be the leader in a general election, then you can do your scolding from there. Yeah, but why you want to, well, you know what, let me just get in this big, because I don't understand a woman here, you know. I don't understand her, because, you know, she kind of me lose a little bit of disrespect for her, but not all, you know, because I'm still like her as a woman from a longer time, because you talk about some good things upon the hierarchy, people in the party, like Dayton Campbell and them people. So, you know, I'm not going to take that thing from you. Yes, correction during my audio. Yeah, Karen Cross said she not supporting no Rise United candidate, but anybody who is not Rise and really true PMP, she will support them. That is a correction. But anyway, without no further ado, yeah, let's get into the video. Here goes. Boom, boom, boom.
Ah,
Okay. There you are. In your PMP shirt.
yes, man.
How are you tonight?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
Okay, were you out campaigning today?
I just came off the road about an hour ago.
Yeah, where were you today?
In Paul Island and a section of Top Road in Nickel Island.
I know Top Road very well.
Yes,
So how it stay out there for you?
excellent. In Paul Island, I walk every single house today. Cause that's my community. That's where I was born and
Oh,
grew
that's
up.
where you're from. Because I
Yes,
don't know you. I'm sorry, I don't know you, but you're from where? Top Island.
Paul Island.
Paul.
Paul Island. PAULISLAND.
I always hear Bastian talk about that place like him have woman up there or something. So nice meeting you, sir.
It's a
You
good
were Mr.
pleasure.
Miles campaign. Let me start by saying you were Mr. Miles campaign manager in 2016. How was that?
I didn't get that. From?
You were Mr. Miles campaign manager in 2016.
Yes.
Were you friends?
We were very close friends.
Very
Brother
close
friends.
friends. Yeah.
Yes.
So what happened? Where you are
All
concerned?
right.
What's your take on what happened?
During that stint from 2016 coming up to now, um, the first few years was very good. His performance was top notch. People love him. People love him like hot bread. The past couple of years, like say 2.5, 3 years coming down, things changing. Nothing was happening. During the Christmas period, no Christmas program, no Christmas treat for the kids, no back to school, nothing was happening. Everything dried up.
So you're suggesting that him take on the money? Is that what you're saying? Can when
What I
PMP
am
talk them way that basically that them are saying.
what I am saying, right, is nothing was happening, and I spoke to him about it. I said, you can't go on like this. The children looking forward for their back to school. They're looking forward for their Christmas tree. Luckily, Comrade Hills came along during that time. And Cumbred Hills started to do the treat, the back to school and all those things. Right? So I was part of all of that. So
Were
if
you
Cumbred Hills did not come in to assist, nothing would happen for the kids going back to school. Nothing will happen for like Christmas tree. And also, I remember the first year when he did nothing, no Christmas program, nothing.
which year was that?
Christmas, Cumbred Hills said to us, guy, he met with us and he said to us, we have to do something for the workers. The councillors are doing nothing, so I have to do something for the workers. So he gave each worker $2,500 and a Christmas card.
I remember
And
a
he
lot of
said,
resistance people was in that what did they on the list?
yes, and he said, if it's even chicken,
Yeah man, a lot of resistance get a 2-5 there.
yes, buy it for your Christmas. If it's
Yeah.
even chicken. Because the councillors did nothing that year.
So what to the council money?
Hey, that I could not say because I mean I wasn't part of that system. I wasn't privy to know what was happening with those Christmas funds. I remember, quite frankly, there was a nationwide, there was a program some time ago when the local government minister and Comrade and Councillor Miles have this thing on the radio about a $5 million that he said he gave to him, and what did he do with it? I remember vividly that that was the argument on the air between him and the local government minister. What happened to that $5 million I gave you? We still didn't get an answer. What happened to that $5 million? Right?
And all of that turned you against him or prompted you to what? Was it all of that?
Those were the things that turned me away from him. I didn't want to get involved in any form of corruption. So I take
But
myself
he has
away.
not been accused of any form of corruption. Let us be clear.
No, and I am not
Accused
accusing him.
by
No,
huh?
I am not accusing him.
Okay,
But
just
but
want
but,
to clear
but
be clear that he has not been
right.
accused of any form of corruption.
But
It's basically you're
but
talking about is basically what he did with the money that he got as a counselor.
right.
Okay.
And people out there have their own views and things. That when you see nothing that's happening, no Christmas program, no back to school, nothing like that, people are gonna say them thief the money.
Of course, them thief the money.
It's
We're
not right.
not gonna say it. Well, we know
Right.
them thief the money.
So 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 I so I took myself away from that because I don't want my name to get mixed up in any thieving money. So I took myself away from that. I'm not saying
When
that they took it. I'm not saying that.
yeah, I
But
get
I
you.
don't
I
want
get
my
you.
name to be caught up
I,
in anything like that.
I
So
get
I
you.
move away from that.
When the problem started between him and when Imam Mr. James and Jimmy, they quarreling that them do one years and they met with the party and all of that. When all of that started, as his friend, what was your role in all of that? What did you do? Did you play
All
any
right.
kind of
This is
intermediary role? Did you try to soothe any kind of calm anybody down? What did you do? Because you were his
this
friend and
this is how it all started. We were at a meeting at the Little London High School. Councillor James is the principal for that school. Councillor Miles teaches at that school.
okay.
So we were at the meeting when Councillor James and Councillor Miles brought Cumbred Hills to that meeting. He introduces Cumbred Hills to us in the meeting and says, this is the person that will be taking over from Wickham
Hold
McNeil.
on, hold on. Back it up. You are saying that when Ian Ears first came to Western Westmoreland,
Yes,
guys were supporting him.
Miles and James brought him
And
there.
well, we're talking about Miles. We're not going to talk about Mr. James unless we're going to bring on Mr. James. So we're not going to talk
Right,
about him. Mr. Miles was
right.
supporting him. All right,
Yes.
go ahead. Uh-huh.
So he was introduced to us, and we said, okay, fine, we accept him. He turned to Cumberland Hills and he said, Oliver Reed, that's me, is the best man for you to work with. I became, based on his recommendation, close allied to Cumberland Hills. Right?
Yeah.
So things go
So,
on.
so comedy has rewarded you with a council seat.
No, I'm coming to that. When when he was introduced to us, the constituency was not recognized. Well, a lot of people might not understand when we say it wasn't recognized, right? So there was no caretaker, there was no chairman, there was no groups, there was no women's movements, no youth groups, nothing like that.
Yeah.
So we were all there alone. Comrade has built the thing, built it, and we have everything in place now. The party now recognizes the constituency again.
Yeah.
So after everything was set now and we smooth sailing, here comes the tsunami. Councillor, well, as you say, we're not discussing councillor again, but I have to mention this, right? He called me one day and he said to me that he's challenging Ian Hale for the seat.
Who that? James.
That's James.
Yeah.
I said to him, I can't join you. You introduce him to us. I am the person driving him. How can I turn against the man? So I said no. And he called a lot of other people on the executive. They said no. You are committing the worst political suicide of your life. You can't beat Ian Hills. That's what he was told. We were at an executive meeting in Friendship when he announced in the meeting that he was challenging Humble Hills for the seat. Nobody supported him. Everybody tell him no.
And things went downhill from then.
From that,
So now you're the candidate for the Little London division for the PMP.
yes.
I just recognized that you were ill the other day.
Okay.
No
So
man, no man, no. You don't have to explain me. I just want an acknowledgement from you that you were.
yes, I was a bit
Well, I just say that to say that I'm glad that
yes.
you're okay now. How you feeling now?
No, you go blank a while ago. Let's repeat that.
I just say that to say to you how you feeling now.
Oh, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great.
Okay, and you're taking care of
Yes,
your health
I'm taking care of my health. I'm feeling
because
great.
election is a rigorous physical and mental thing.
It is, and I tell you, I was doing road very hard.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Now, in terms of the numbers for the Little London division, based on well, Miles Sem will get a ton of the PMP votes. He won by 182 the last time.
yes,
Problem here is this: why we believe that Miles have a pretty good chance of winning, and I'm giving you an opportunity to tell me otherwise, or to tell me something that would make us believe otherwise. There's 1,171 new voters. Some
yes,
people tell me that Miles was enumerating some people, and some people deny that vigorously, say Miles never do not him never enumerate nobody. My personal view is that none of the candidates no enumerate nobody. That's my personal view, and I don't particularly have any evidence of that. That is a political call for me to say that.
yes,
In order for Miles to win, he would have to get some of the PMP votes and get a good chunk of the 1,171. What do you feel about that? You think that's
Uh,
possible?
it is not. I'm telling you because when I walk the ground, right, the response that I got from the people, because I don't just walk PNP house, I walk every house. I don't ask for jail, I don't ask for PNP. I walk every house. in my division when I'm walking. Any community I walk, I go house to house, and I speak. When I speak with the people, they are saying that, hey, politicians are not doing nothing for we. We not vote, we not this, we not that. So I allow them to vent. So after they vent, then I do my little talking, and I explain to them, right, why I took this challenge. I am a man from the community. I was born and grow here. I'm living in the middle of the constituency in Little London. Right? I am always around. People can see me any time of the day, any time of the night.
You're going to need
They, they,
1,300
they,
votes to win. Do you have that?
they, um,
You're going to need 1,300 votes to win. Do you have
right.
that?
Very, very close to that.
You're very close to that.
Very, very close.
I've that's what your canvas shows you that you have that.
I've gone over 1,200.
All right. Well,
Sure vote. We're talking about now. Sure.
all right. What are some of the things that you are thinking that you want to do to improve Little London?
All right. In the division, let me start from Paul Island. We built a community center in Paul Island. It was a trading center. SDC used to have their machines there and they used to train the ladies there.
Where was the SDC
In,
thing again? I think I know where that
in,
is.
in Paul Island, no man, in Paul Island,
Oh,
we built a community center. Frankman Board was the council
no,
then.
I don't know that. I don't know that. Yeah, go on.
Right. So we used to have that training center here where the SDC would train the ladies. We have it here for years.
What they used to
It's
train
something
them
that,
in? What they train them in?
they train them to like embroideries and sewing and stuff like that. Right. So it happened that now since in the after the PNP last office, the JLP took over, everything was scrambled, everything shut down. So the center was there, the equipment were moved out and it was just left there. So nobody took it up. So that was one of the things that I was talking to him about. Let's restore the center and let's have something going
That you were
on.
talking to James about,
Now,
Miles
man,
about.
that's right. Now the center is in the middle of pure bush right now. When I say bush, I mean bush, like crazy. I go down there and I make them a promise that whenever I win, that center will be restored and come back to a training center. Because we need to train people to go on these programs, these Canadian programs. You have to be certified and stuff like that. There's nothing in the division.
You don't have to give me a definitive number, but what's
Right.
the unemployment among young people up that area that you're talking? You want to re-establish that training center. What's the unemployment level? You don't have to give me no direct figure. You can just tell me what you know at the top of your head.
In that community, it is very, 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 very low. Employment in Port Island, it's like next to nothing, not much employment because everybody has to go to Nigeria to find a job. Once they were in the sugar industry, but that is kind of going downhill now. Nobody is going back in sugar.
So unemployment is high.
Very high, very high, very high.
And you're going to start the training center as part of trying to erase some of that.
Get people certified. So at least that's a start. You are certified, you can go out, you can get a job, or you can go on these programs that because the Canadian programs they act like plumbers and electricians and stuff like that. So if we have these guys certified, once they're ready and they say, okay, I need 50 plumber, I can say, here's your 50 plumber with your certificate. Right? It might not happen at once, but at least we are preparing them for the future.
That's a very good idea. Now, Comrade Reed, you have the floor. 68% of Jamaicans watching this program. Talk to your voters in Little London. Tell them what you want to tell them. I gave Miles 3 minutes. Your PMP me, I give you 4.
Okay. So, citizens of the Little London Division, This is your next counselor, Oliver Reed, the action man speaking. I have walked your community. I have seen the needs. You have told me some of the things that you need to make your community better. Bad roads, water system, street lights, garbage is at its lowest. That we have to correct. The young people, most of all, they asking you every day for a farm work program. That's on top of their head. Whenever time I took office, that is gonna be one of my priorities. Once the cars are available, we are sending them home. Send them straight to America or Canada, wherever they want to go to better their family. Just imagine you give one person from a family a farm work card. You know what good that do for that family?
It's a big thing.
I can assure my people, you're getting a counselor that is honest, one that is trustworthy, and one with integrity. Integrity. You ask anybody around Little London area about Oliver Reed, and they will tell you. In the town of Little London, if the rain fall too hard right now, you can't drive on the main road. You have to go to the gas station if you know Little London.
That has been like that before we get independence.
Right? You have to drive through. But these things need to be corrected.
Yeah.
Because
That has been like that before 1962.
but it have to be corrected.
Yes.
Right? We can't just live with it like that and say, well, it was there before. No.
Talk to the
It have to be
voters,
corrected.
Mr. Reed. Talk to the voters of Little London.
So, on the 26th of February, make the change. You see what is happening in your community. You look at the performance for the past 7 years, and you ask yourself the question: does this man deserve a second term in office after 7 years? What's the achievement? I don't see it. It's one achievement I can tell that I saw here in Little London, and it's a road that was built in the street that the present councillor lives. That's the only piece of road I can tell that is pothole free in Little London. So on the 26th of February, please go out early, put your X beside the head, vote for change, vote for a better Little London division, vote for a betterment for your children, vote for a clean community. Voters, I want to thank you, and I want to thank you for your support. I want to thank you for welcoming me in your home when I'm walking, and I want to say thank you very much. Time come for a better.
Mr. Reed. Talk to your voters and without that foolishness about time come, the man. Don't use that time come thing. Just talk to your voters then. You have a platform. Talk to them. You
Yes.
have 1 more minute left.
So, my voters, I am here to uplift the community of Little London. I am here to ensure that your needs are looked into. I am here to ensure that the community gets a facelift that it has never gotten before. With the help of central government, because local government can do everything. But with the help from central government and our incoming member of parliament, we will get the job done. I want to say thank you all for your support.
Thank you very much, Mr. Reed. I wish you well. Good luck in your endeavors on the Huskins. Please keep yourself healthy. We don't want to hear anything happening to you. So while you campaign, eat right, and keep yourself up to scratch. God bless you.
Thank you.
Stay safe on the road. Thank you for coming
Thank
on.
you.
You are my second guest in my guesting series. So you're a big thing now. Both you and Mr.
Yes.
Miles. Maybe I can
Thank
bring
you
you
very
back
much.
together. I don't know.
Thank you
Thank you,
very much.
Mr. Reed. Bless you.
Okay.
All right. Mr. Reid made his pitch to the voters as well as um, time comes a read. That's what I'm talking about. We can't be able to self. You know? Comrades, I want to just get into let's move right into we have so much things to get through. But we'll not get through all of it tonight. So let me just tell you what I intend to do. I intend to have another live tomorrow to talk to some more people. We don't have no guest lineup yet, but yes, we do. We have one guest lineup, one guest. We're hoping to get an independent candidate on, and we're hoping to get somebody else on to come and do what Mr. Reid and Mr. Miles just did. And this is a community service. This is for the voters, and I believe that everybody should be given fair opportunity. So let's get into the nice part of the live now. So we YouTubing again? Yeah, we are. So I want to look at two councils tonight. I want to look at St. Thomas Council because people seem to forget that this is a local government election and it's about winning the council. And I want to look at Eastern St. Thomas first. And when you look at the numbers for Eastern St. Thomas, I came to the conclusion that there are 4 seats in Eastern St. Thomas, and based on what I can see, it appears that apart from the Port Morant division, the PNP is on schedule to get those 2 seats. But I want to those 3 seats. But I want to point out something for the Dalby division. The Dalby division has been one of those divisions that have been hard for the PNP to get. And it's going to be even harder because the PNP put a candidate there, and there was another candidate who wanted the seat, and him now running as independent. So that 229 new voters on that list is going to put a little bit of dent in the PNP votes. I don't see Dalby going into the PNP. So that's how I see Eastern St. Thomas. I know that Rosha is working it, and I know that she's the linchpin. I mean, I better know I'm Bexing, I can't Bex, you know, because I rose at the gasoline over there, so to win back the seat. But I want to make it clear to everyone, especially people in St. Thomas, that the St. Thomas Parish Council was not originally ours. The St. Thomas Parish Council belonged to the JLP, and 2 councillors died, and based on the constitution, the person with the highest number of votes get to be mayor after that, because one of those person was the mayor. And that's how we ended up with the St. Thomas Parish Council. There is Edwin Marr, and me and Mr. Marr don't take tea, so to speak. Why? Because Mr. Marr is a rabid riser. Mr. Marr is one of those who line up behind Mark Golding and Peter Bunting to destroy the People's National Party. As I tell you before, you know, all the traitors of this world, all the man them were kill off people, all the strong man them, the dictators them, all of them, they didn't stand alone. They had people to back them up. That's why they were so successful. Hitler was successful because he had people to back him up. All them other man, Kim Il-sung, all of them had people to back them up. So they got what they wanted, and they did all the wrong that they did. So while Mark Golding and Peter Bunting and Dayton Campbell are the focus, some people will line up behind them and make it possible and easier for them, should not escape the wrath of this country either. No, Mr. Marr won by 1 vote. 1 vote he won by the Landui division in 2016. He won by 1 single solitary vote. Now, in the division, they have 1,410 new voters in that division. You know how many of those voters are on the voters list that come from PNP PDs? 60. 60 only. So if Mr. Mar get back all the people that voted for him in 2016, plus that 60, and the JLP get all the people that voted for them in 2016 and give them 62 of that 1,410, then we will lose the Landui division. I am not particularly sad about that if we should lose it, because traitors need to be punished. But Mr. Mar has a seat, 1 by 1 vote, and the enumeration is not in favor of him. And I like to say this, and let me just say it again. I hope I'm wrong. I really do hope that I am wrong about this. So deal with it with that. Now here is a seat in Yalas division. James Robertson Town. Yalas is James Robertson Town. And my good friend and comrade Constantine Bogle, we call him Con Bogle. Nice gentleman, very refined gentleman. He has been the only PMP that have won that Yalas division seat for the PMP. And in spite of the numbers as they are now, because Dean Jones, the man who pulled him gun the other day, and the gentleman, he had won that seat by 125 votes in 2016. And now Bogle, Con Bogle is going up against a man named John Lee. Now, the 125 votes difference that separate Bogle and Jones, there's an additional 930 votes. And if I know Constantine Bogle well, and I believe I do, I think that Constantine Bogle is in a good position to pull off an upset in the Yalas division. And while I say all of this, I'm going to cap it off later on and tell you how all of this can or cannot happen. Yeah, I hear you all. Yes, Allen, he was defending himself, but him draw a gun per man whenever I'm not gun. You can't escape that. Then there is the White Horses division, which is the current mayor, Hubert Williams. Now, in spite of everything about Willie, Willie's a hard worker. Willie's a very, very hard worker. And from all reports that I've been receiving, Willie all over the place, really working hard, not only for his seat, but him also working hard to help Constantine Bogle, and him working hard to help him friend Mar. I hope him feel in that one. I really do. So there's a chance that the PMP could pick up the Yalas division. Then there is C4, not a chance for anything else but the Laborites are going to win that. That's their seat. There is the Trinityville division now. The Trinityville division is one of those divisions where the councillor died. And the PMP put in this young lady, Kimberly Thompson. And it seemed like a very good choice at the time that they made that they put her in that division. Everybody said it was a very good choice. I was even approached at one point to go out there and help her. But Kimberly Thompson is not one of those young ladies that really want to be helped. You know, them on social media, them all into them hair and them clothes and them shoes and them ray and them what and how them look and what them doing and how them do and how them that. Them people are not a hard worker. She's not a hard worker because she has been in the seat for for a couple of years now. And it's only 151 people enumerated on the voters list. 151 people enumerated, and she's going in there with a 500 vote deficit. She never enumerate nobody. She never enumerate a single soul. The 151 people that are there, majority of them went on their own. And there was a little bit of them in about 2017 that Mummy Stewart carried out, Alex Stewart, who ran, I think she was the one who ran the 2016. She carried out a lot of people to enumerate a little bit after that before she went away. But Kimberly Thompson have done absolutely nothing. And I believe that whoever is Dean Jones now running that. So I believe that in spite of his issues, he might actually be able to win it. I am not going to be judging up Mr. Dean Jones about him gun pull and whether the voters, but the voters can't judge him. The voters can't. Election belong to the people. And Monday the people are going to talk. Every power that everybody have will be for the people are going to give it to them or take it from them one way or another. Come Monday, you know. So Kimberly, it just made this thing went to a waste. Went to a waste. And did absolutely no work. But then again, as I said, I believe in miracles, and Jesus specializes in miracles. So maybe there is one for her. The Cedar Valley seat that is currently held by Marsha Francis, and Marsha won that seat by 70 votes. And Marsha is the sitting councillor, also ran for the PMP in the general election against Jamie the last in 2016. And Marsha won that division by 70 votes. And that division will be represented by Sandra Anderson, Sandy Solid, everybody knows her as. And Sandy, I've been doing some work up in Cedar Valley. But doing some work is an understatement. It's a whole heap of work. She did a whole heap of work. I do not know and I cannot tell how many of these 143 new persons are on the list that she was responsible for enumerating. I do not know and I cannot tell. But there's 143 new people on the list, and I don't know how much of that she's responsible for. The numbers are very close up in Cedar Valley, so Sandy Solid can win. All right, so I'm not going to do any more than St. Thomas tonight. We will talk about the other constituencies in the east, Portland and St. Mary, probably tomorrow or Thursday. But I want to start the other part of this of the live by talking about the whole election thing. And when I said that these people can win and them can lose, and it's going to be dependent on the numbers, well, I'm a paper missing. Somebody thief one of my paper. I meant that in a serious way, in that, yeah, the numbers are there. It's stubborn. Some people can win, and others can not win based on what the numbers are. But learn this, and I want you to understand this very clearly, that winning and losing is not only about the numbers. Winning and losing is also about the operation of election day. And that is where you're going to see who will win and who will lose. Because what I see out there with some PNP people doing, walking around with electoral office voters list. I think some of them things are done long time in this modern 21st century, 2024. PNP people, 3-4 of them, and them have the gall to put it on social media. Stand up a people yard with 2 voters, and 3 of them are search for 2 voters' name on the EOJ voters list. What is wrong with Uno? What is wrong with Uno? Less than 1 week out before the election, and Uno walk around with EOJ voters list and look for people on list. The only list Uno should have a walk up and down with is Uno voters. The 1,500, the 2,000, verifying them. Who are the people walking up and down with the voters list? Not the indoor agents, not the outdoor agents. Uno separate canvassers from indoor agents, and separate canvassers and indoor agents and outdoor agents better. So canvassers go canvass the voters, and then the indoor outdoor agents supposed to know them on election day. Which part do you live? Huh? Which part do you live? People walk around and wave EOJ voters list. Big old voters list, and everybody stand up and dip on. We lost him again. About 3 Anderson. Where first name? Tell me first name. And this is how the plan of winning an election? And I walk around and talk about who not win election. And I still walk around today, yesterday, with the EOJ list, looking for voters when you should be hanging out with the voters. You still look for voters. And you walk around and talk win everywhere according to the pedophile general secretary. Huh? Where all of this winning is going to take place? This St. Thomas Council is going to be dependent on that ground operation on election day. And as far as I know, when it comes to ground operation, as we know, and when it comes to getting the message across, when it comes to the PR and all of that, the JLP winning that war right now. Sorry for telling you that. The JLP winning that war right now. You can't beat the ground operation because we still walk out with EOJ, the voters list, and look for people on the list. Yeah? 6 days before election, we walk out with EOJ list and look for people on the list. A group of them was on Lorraine Avenue the other day. Well, Tony Gonzalez is not going to win the Cash Apart division. But them they walk up and down with car and make noise. The candidate poster them and the flyer them in the car, and them a walk up and down with the EOJ list and knock on people gate and I ask if John dead after John dead about 6 years now. Huh? I'm not talking about who not gonna win something. But exactly who not gonna win? If you don't walk around with EOJ voters list, everyone on the walk around EOJ, everybody ask everybody. So how things stay? We stay a good man. We look good man. We have the numbers then. Yeah man. We have the numbers. How much numbers you have? Because we understand this, Everybody need different numbers in different places. Everybody. And the JLP knows that as well. Everybody need different numbers in different places. So if a man win by 69 and you have 2,000 people, almost 2,000 people on the voters list now, which numbers you want to look for? What numbers you have to suggest that you are on top of things when you should be walking around with your voters list of 2,000 PMP voters or JLP voters that you already canvassed and secure, and now you just check them to make sure say everybody still eat saltfish and everybody still drink and everybody all right. You walk around with EOJ list, stand up a people at the book like you're blind, and the 2 voters stand up beside you looking confused like you. I ask, what the last name again, what the first name again, and you don't know. And St. Thomas Parish Council is going to be dependent on that, as well as the Westmoreland Parish Council. And the PNP is in danger of losing the Westmoreland Parish Council as well. Huh? And I walk around, I tell people, say, Uno go do that. I want to briefly look at the debate the other night. And I distinctly, and I said I can't find one of my paper. I seriously can't find one of my paper. Somebody take one of my paper. I said to the resistance people that, listen, I am not watching any debate. You don't go and watch the debate and tell me how it goes. Because as far as I am concerned, them people I don't know what is a debate. And them send all kind of buffoons go on the debate, and I'm going to clarify that in terms of who exactly I'm talking about. Because I don't know, so I'm not afraid to call people name because nobody can talk me in my mouth. Well, actually people can talk me in my mouth, but I'm going to stay far because I know nobody talk me in my mouth. And I can't fight. So I'm not going to stay far and talk when I talk, and I can't find one of my paper. But I'm going to talk about the debate. I don't know what happened in the first one. I think that Venetia kind of stumped Natalie in the first video, in the first debate. I think that Natalie did a little comeback and then Venetia licked her up again and she couldn't recover from that. And let me tell you something about debate, how debate work. Before we talk about all of that you did and all that you never did, that you should have done in terms of a debate. A debate is not a thing where you go up on a stage and the moderator asks you a question and you answer the question for the moderator. Oh no, this is politics. A political debate is you go on that stage and you look in that camera, and every time you open your mouth, you're talking to your voters. Every time you open your mouth, and your voters you talk to. You know, this is what the moderator asks. The moderator is insignificant. The questions that they have correlated to ask you is insignificant to the voters. The questions that they are asking you have no correlation between the question, you, and the voters. Because them have no question to ask you, how you gonna fix Miss Matty house? You, councillor so and so, do you know John the Baptist? Which part him live on the gully side down there, so? That him house want fix. You gonna fix it when you gonna fix it. Remember, you know, Jamaican voters now no voting issue except the regular thing, you know, them economics, them upwards and mobility, them safety. Those are issues that Jamaican voters have, you know. Jamaican voters now are concerned about who have gone and who have not gone. Jamaican voters have absolutely no concern in corruption. None at all. The only time that the Jamaican people are concerned about corruption is when them hears that the money get and them not get none. That's the only time them corrupt. You hear the man thief to man, them say your MP thief the whole of the money, $23 million, and him thief it. Nobody concerned about whether I'm corrupt or not. The question that comes after that is, so hold on there. So about the member we up there, so what man look at my house there want fix. And look how the car park much months now can't move. And look how me you know for when more one tablet if you pick them. Those are the things them concern when them hear say them thief money. So you can't say they go out with the corruption argument. Jamaican people have no interest in that except how it affects them. So here you are. On the voting, on the stage, moderator asking your question, and you like an idiot attempting to answer the question. The moderator asks you some question that you have absolutely, you have no knowledge of. Dennis did try that thing, and Dennis never come across as so badly. But we're going to talk about Swaby, Andrew Swaby, the PNP leader in the council, the parish council in Region 3. And we're going to talk about the overall PNP debating team, like them think of high school them there, where you talk about yes, and you say no, and I agree with it, I disagree with it. We don't like that, we like that. You did that, we did that. What the hell are we doing that sort of debate? The GLB never was to act neither, but Desmond McKenzie was slick. Desmond McKenzie was quite slick. And the GLP people them, and the PNP people as well, knowledgeable. But nobody was talking to the people of the country about what matters to the people of the country. I want to call it a debate. You see, so don't want to take poor people for idiot and expect that them, when you go on that platform, talk about a debate, and some man go to the bar and say, you want a debate? Yeah, man, they don't prefer so bad. Him don't have a clue what to talk about. Some man do, but them never perform so bad. You know? So here you are. You go up on the debate stage, the moderator asks you a question, you don't answer the question, answer any question you want. You look straight at the camera and you talk to the voter. Instead, you fumble around to try to answer a question asked by a moderator, a question that has absolutely no significance to the people of this country. None whatsoever. No matter how them coin it, no matter what them say about it, the rules, the regulations, the laws, all of that. People have that part. Now they want to hear how we're not going to help it. But here the most disappointing thing, the most by far disappointing thing about that debate. Here you have Andrew Swaby, who has been in council from Wapikil Philip. There you have Cian Barneswell, went down a Clarendon that I remove people like he moved the young lady from Palmer's Cross and put in him friend. Because him is a tap riser, endorsed bunting while him sit down on a bench around some palm trees looking like a fucking big girl. Oh Jesus, I shouldn't say that. I take it back. Looking like a damn girl. Him, there on the stage. And them in a council forever. Forever. And And they sat on that stage. They stood on that stage. All of them. Take out Natalie, she MP. And not one of them told the Jamaican people, not one, told the Jamaican people that the PNP have control of 6 councils. Them there on the stage are talking about all the things that is wrong with the councils controlled by the JLP. And them talking as if it's a central government debate them was having. So we get up and say market stink and dirty. Of course, the Coronation Market stink and dirty. That's part of the charm of Coronation Market. If I should go on there one day, it smells sweet and nice, I'd be worried. I probably wouldn't be buying nothing. So it better be stink and dirty when we go down there. It's the nature of the market. It's part of the charm. And all the people there, all of Mark Tapanari's friends then, were trod down to Coronation Market on a Thursday and a Friday to get them good. Them expect it to be stink and dirty and them not complain about it. Them know it's part of its wonderful charm. It's our Coronation Market. And if we go down there one day and it don't smell so, me not buy nothing. You know, most people would not buy nothing, them the wonder why going down there. Why, if they can safely buy nothing down there. And under the PNP have control of 6 councils. 6 councils! And you got a national audience in front of you to tell them what you have done in the 6 councils that you have control over. 6 councils you have control over. You have Hanover, you have Westmoreland, you have Manchester, you have Clarendon, you have Portmore, there's the next one, and you have St. Thomas. 6 councils. And not once did these buffoons mention to the Jamaican people. Every time the moderator come up with a question, all you have to do is say, listen, things are bad in the council, but you see the 6 councils that we have? The one in Westmoreland, this is what we have done. The one in Manchester, this is what we have done. We took over the St. Thomas Parish Council late, and this is what we have achieved. Nobody mentioned that the PNP have 6 councils. What is it? Want to hide in the fact that you're in charge of 6 councils? I don't know. Want to really take voters for idiots that you not tell them that you have 6 of the 14 councils? And Desmond and the Labour them now mention it because them now going no prop. Them now going no prop, so them now mention it. And you swear we can't mention not because you're deep into whatever it is them involved in down there, so. You, Swebe, should be the one that mentioned. Listen, with all of this talk about everything, we have 6 councils. And you would have done your homework if you had done your homework. Call up all the me and them and say, yo, walk them down there, so get all the information. And say to the Jamaican people, we have 6 councils. And them feeling that the 8 for them have. But we're not talking about for them yet. We don't give a rat's ass about for them yet. We're going to tell you about our 6. And we're going to tell you about our 6 because we want to give you more. What the hell? Huh? Who not children? Huh? That little piece of crap out there so we asleep when they're in packs. Oh, packs are one. I think him at 10 now. Even he would have think that up. You have 6 councils. We can't repeat it more. You have 6 councils in your control. And you took to a national stage in a debate to talk about local government. And you are talking about market stink and dirty. And you don't mention to the Jamaican people that you have 6. And your market is not stink and dirty. You don't mention that at all. You never see fit to mention that, to say to them, here we go, we have 6. And our 6 clean. Our market smell like Calvin Klein. I mean, we can go down there, but sit down on the ground and eat. You know? Nothing. Not a thing. And then you're asking the voters to vote for you. Because you take them for idiot, because you're not giving them no information. And you don't trust them. So you don't trust them to tell them that. It's either that or not damn idiot. It's either that or not have no sense. That you could stand at a debate stage for close to 2 hours and do a mention to the country that you have 6 councils. So now we are telling the Jamaican people that the People's National Party controls 6 of those 14 councils. 6. Westmoreland, Hanover, Manchester, St. Catherine, Clarendon, Portmore, and St. Catherine or Clarendon. One of them. Portmore and St. Thomas. 6. So I want one of the Jamaican people go ask them about Freedom Council. Go and ask them about that. They mentioned something about the St. Thomas Council, but that was like mentioning some kind of problems out there, some kind of mix-up and all of that was going on. And after they mentioned that, that was the opportunity given to the PNP councillors. See the man who mentioned St. Thomas said, oh, yes, we have 6 councils. So listen, Jamaica. No. None of that. None of that. So to stand up on the debate stage, I want to debate in a way. I don't mention that we don't have 6 councils. Huh? And talk about on the debate. What kind of debate is that? Huh? And since we can't find my next piece of paper with a whole heap of things on it, let me just go straight into Mark Golding. Oh Lord of mercy, man. We could talk about Marky G, man. We could talk about Marky G. And everybody that's out there and saying that we not giving Mark a fair shake about anything. Let me start at the last thing that he did. Went down to the Maroon them, got him head anointed by the Maroons, and whatever it is that they did to him, and now maybe he's an honorary Maroon. And I want to state to the Jamaican people that the Maroons, what are we traitors know how to find each other? Isn't it strange? Isn't it ironic how traitors can find each other? The Maroons are traitors, and Mark Golding is a traitor. So Maroon and so Mark and the Maroon, them the traitors and the Judases, them just now meet together and everybody on one accord. The slave owner's son hanging out with the former slaves' children. But let's get this thing straight, Jamaica. I want you to understand to me. All 68% of you want to understand. The Maroons under Chief Curry is just hustlers just like Mark Golding. Them are hustlers. Mark is a capitalist hustler. So everybody they are hustling to see what them can reap and what them can rape from this country. But historically, the Maroons is one of the most treacherous part of our history. The Maroons are the most treacherous group ever in the history of this country. Remember, when the British come for Nanny to sign that treaty, and the treaty was to be that when the slaves run away, when them come up to you, you must give them back to us, and we in turn will give you something. Money, land, whatever it is that they gave them. That was the Maroons, And when Nanny refused, those very Maroons sold out Nanny. They were the ones who drew that map and pointed the British to where Nanny was. Them same Maroon that on our compound, being led by that girl boy named Curry, them called Chief Curry, with him pretty face and him curly ear, doing all kind of things on there. If Chief Curry ever open his mouth to me, see, and nasty him up all over Facebook, him better don't open his mouth to me. Because he is not a good person. So he might look hustling. And Mr. Holness and them at war. And he chose to bring in Mark Golding and anoint him. Isn't it? I'm telling you, look around on the Jamaicans. This white man that is leading the PNP is now the leader of the Maroons who have betrayed your very ancestors. Where are the people them that will demonstrate and protest against Prince William and Princess Catherine? Where are they? Because here's Mark Golding, the slave owner's grandson, great-grandson, now being anointed by the slave owners, boy them, who sold out slaves and gave them back, captured them, them run to refuge. Consider it, Consider it. Them abuse your yard and your community and some people are beat you up. People run away, come and Jews and come live, we don't know where they come from. Them just there. And one day, you see somebody you say, he must sleep over there. And somebody I tell you, say, you know, so something them come from, but him said them not like him up there, baby. I would just go and make him stay. Can you imagine if he might tell us all those things that's happening to him, and then we just ship him back to them? What kind of cruelty is that? This is what the Maroons did. Chief Curry ancestors. And that is same ancestors them that run down in a field blood. I'm a look at hustling. And him now get it from Mr. Holness, so I'm a itch on to Massa. Itching right on to Massa. And Massa went and got his anointment from Chief Curry. And Chief Curry, better watch himself with me, because I'm so mad about that right now. But don't worry, Michelle is going to do a deep analysis of the role the Maroons played in the enslavement and re-enslavement of Jamaicans during that period. And I must say that Mr. Siaga was one of the first person to point that out. I remember very clearly that Mr. Siaga was so involved in our culture. And love our culture and doing so hard much in finance our culture. Him gone out here. And I remember Siaga was saying something about them not right. I don't remember exactly what Siaga said, but it wasn't kind. It wasn't nice. And now, them sell out again to the white man. Judas find Judas. Traitors find traitor. And everybody are up them bag with them 30 pieces of silver while they betray the Son of God. But go on, Chief Curry, you and your crew, somebody send this thing and want him seat. You and your crew on a treacherous behavior towards Jamaicans. And Mark Golding gonna get him anointment. And we'll get him anointment just days before that. Days before that. Him on political platform. A young fellow died. 15 years old. Young fellow. Didn't do anything to deserve that except that he was on a PMP motorcade, which he should not have been on in the first place. But we can't stop it. Them going to come on all the motorcades. And nobody can tell them nothing. It's all hype, it's all excitement. And there's no order in those things. And it's hard to maintain order. You can say, listen, stay inside of the vehicle. Stop hang out of the vehicle. Don't sit down on the window. When nomination day, we were driving behind candidate Little Upper Mona. We were driving in his motorcade. And a amount of young women were sitting off on the car window there, but that wasn't going fast. So the young fellow died. A mother lost her son. And I can't even begin. I wouldn't be one to tell her that I know how she feels, because I don't know how she feels. She lost her son. In the motorcade. The bad never guy me, I'll go drag him out and tell him, come and him go. I want to be a part of the niceness. And he lost his life. And then this despicable man that the PMP delegates sold Norman Manley Party to, on stage, sound weird. PMP people, him sound weird. Yeah. I'm sorry for the look of you said dead. You know, the look of you gone and dead. But we're going to honor him. What the hell? Yeah, look at you, you know, and look at you know, PMP voters and the PMP delegates. Uno cause this. Which leader in this country, PMP or JLP, would have stood there with a microphone and said something like that? Which leader? Tell me which one? Wouldn't have been Siaga. It wouldn't have been Michael Manley. It certainly would not have been PJ Patterson. And my God, Portia that cancelled that meeting for going on in mother yard. So it would not have been her. And it would not have been Peter Phillips. But this man, I run out of adjectives to describe him. This man stood up there with a microphone. Yeah, they look at you. Yeah, yamming up the Jamaican language. Yamming it up, chimes it up. Look at you dead, you know. I want to honor his memory. He was 15. He was 15, Mark Golding. He never put the voters list. Never vote. He not own nothing in life. He never have no picnic. He was 15. 15. My grandson older than him. Yeah, they look at youth. Yeah. When all you needed to do is find out where him live, who is his mother. Can somebody take me down to his mother. Give her a hug. Give her a little squeeze. Talk to her a bit. Tell her how sorry you are. And then offer to help. When you did your talk about you're going to use a little youth memory to win votes. Just like how you out of Israel, I tell people, say they must go dig up dead voters. Now you're going to dig up dead voters. You're going to start war and get wicked pan the JLP people them. And now you're going to use a dead 15-year-old youth to gain power. That is the level of your imbecility. Because you're a damn imbecile. This is what you're talking about. After the woman lost her son, and you want people to come stand up with him. Which part do we get that from? Stand up with him. Look, listen, watch, see what he is doing. All over the place every time him open his mouth, him show who he is. Isn't that by accident? Yes. He lacks experience. He lacks competence in the political sphere of campaigning. He lacks competence and experience in almost everything political. He have none. And he doesn't wish to have any. He don't want anybody teach him or help him or advise him about it either. He wants to go around and say, yeah man, that's what happen. Yeah, get wicked for the boy them. Because them not going to give a power so easy. So I get wicked for them. Anybody don't want them on my train, they can warm out to the business. Because the Mark Bowling trains and me the new boss. It's who he is. I'm not going to talk about put one side and a PMP thing. It's not PMP thing. It's not PMP thing. You're wrong. It's Jamaica thing. That's not the PMP thing. And the PMP thing, a JLP thing, a Jamaica thing. People are look for we. And I wonder what the hell we're doing. People are laugh off away. All away. They will laugh off all away. That's basically one party in parliament. And the next one quiet and silent. Yeah? And I'm good about doing all of that crap. Then I'm going to Portland. And him talk some truths in Portland. In Destiny. Well, when the election announced, we told him that 26th of February will be the day of reckoning for him. But I like how he coins it. It's his destiny. The day of destiny for Mark Golding. Is himself him referring to, you know? Is himself him referring to. And I want to listen to me. Talk to some people across the island. Everywhere him go, we talk to people. Everywhere him turn up, afterwards we talk up to people. Questions we asked. So Mark Golding come here constituency in your area yesterday. Yeah man. So the people in the area walk with him. Them come with a crowd, you know. Everywhere them go, them turn up with a crowd. Because Mark Golding is not campaigning for the candidates. Mark Golding is campaigning for Mark Golding. Mark Golding, every utterance. Watch him on the stage. Watch him with the candidates them to him left and the candidate to him right. And say, yeah, we are the place. Yeah man, I want to thank yeah, your candidate. Moving and rolling at people, them communities, with hundreds of people behind him. So the community people now have no space. And community, I'm telling you, when you learn this, people that like politicians come to them community with a whole heap of people. You have to go with a small amount of people and joined by the community people. Them rolling with hundreds of people and car. So the community people not involved in that. That is just them. Who you got here for? Because you're supposed to go down the lane there to go talk to the people down the lane there about Washi. Washi run. And you and him supposed to walk with about 10 other people. There are hundreds of people that the people in the community. When all you need to go in there and do is talk to the people them about the candidates who not put to them. But Mark Golding not campaigning for PNP candidates. Mark Golding treating this local government elections like him dress rehearsal for the general elections. Him a talk about Mark Golding. Him now introduce candidates. Him now walk with candidates and knock on doors. I can't forget Naughty Senton. Mr. Siago up in the hills. Him shoes and clothes dirty up a walk. with Shaini Robinson. I will never forget that last week leading up to the election of Northeast St. Anne. You are going to an area to go support a candidate and you carry thousands of people with you and walk on the road. Yeah, man. Walk on. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Walk on. You don't stop. You don't have 10 people with you. You don't knock on the gate. You don't stop. You don't say, I see candidate, you know, Joshua, this, you know, yeah, man, I'm the candidate and I just come give my vibes and give my strength and I'm asking you to, you know, come out and support him. No! You go drive along the people coming to drive from road to road and they stop at one place and give one big speech and start talking about we forget to that the boy them and it's time that we need a new government in the country. We are talking about Mark Golden. We are talking about, I'm going to tell you when I talk about why me know how this man calculating and wicked and devious and deceptive. Because what he's out there doing is deceiving the voters to make the voters feel like it's him running for election. He might test it. He might test it. He might test out that. Yeah, man, go get you as wicked, get you with wicked government. On February 27th, Andrew Holness will still be Prime Minister of Jamaica. On February 27th, the ministers responsible for water and light and road are still JLP ministers. What if you understand that? Says a local government election with some local government candidate a promising of water and a promising of this. The things which them can't deliver because them not have no ministry, them not no government. But Mark Golden not running that campaign. Mark Golden now walk with you. I hear that him going Marvally tomorrow. Yeah? I want him pass for Oakwood Avenue we are born. I set up somebody to stone him. Not promoting any violence. Not doing that. Just chatting. None of us chat. You are going to promote a candidate. The candidate will walk out and tell everybody say you come to the area. And you drive through with motorcade. And they walk with ton of people that you came in with. And nobody from the area that the candidate need those votes from. Nobody will see you nor the candidate. They're going to see you walk back down. Because you assume that you them want to see. Mark Golden campaigning for himself. You don't see that. The only person out there campaigning with candidate is Lisa Hanna. You could have dead. You could have pitched over and dead. I don't care. The only person out there campaigning for candidate is Lisa Hanna. So much so that some people in the media have been fits over it. Like Emily Shields have been fits over that. But Mark Golden not. Oh, gee. Sorry about that. Me I knocked on the damn thing. Sorry. Mark Golden not campaigning for candidates. Mark Golden is campaigning for Mark Golden. Mark Golden is not campaigning for the candidates representing the People's National Party. Oh no. Mark Golden had different vibes. Mark Golden out there tell him, say, we have to get to that man them who want a new government in place. Who don't listen to his speech? How many local government candidates can hold the man and say, the leader come down on my ends, come walk. And when him walk down the lane, then him talk to Miss Patsy and him talk to Brother Roy. And we go in at the bar and him talk to all the rumsters them. And him ask them and him beg them vote for me. How many of you can say that? How many of you can actually say that? Because I'm sure Mark Golden never do any of that. Because Mark Golden is campaigning for Mark Golden. And Mark Golden is trying to deceive the Jamaican people into believe that this is not a local government election when it is a local government election. It's a local government election where you're going to be voting for your local candidates, where you'll be voting for your councillors and not Mark Golden and not MPs. And it make you believe, it making you believe that this you're going to vote for. That is what he's doing. Deceiving the Jamaican voters. Because he is a deceptive and wicked, vicious man who cares nothing about anyone but himself. So nobody not getting no campaign. Everything dead. Everything crash. Which is why we know Mark will have a lack of knowledge and understanding of our political process. He doesn't have any understanding or knowledge of conduct where campaign is concerned. No responsible campaigning, and he has no love for people. And let me tell you about that part about no love for people. Let me tell you, because here he is. I saw 2 pictures. There is this guy from a YouTube channel, and he wrote a book, 101 body language. He's a body language guy. Jose Rojas, yeah. And I've been following him, learning, teaching myself how to read body language, and I'm pretty good at it. Because every time I do something and I assess something and I sent it to him, he would send back pointers and say, very good eye, Karen, very good eye. So here is this picture of Mark Golding, that the whole of the rise of them put it out, or Mark Golding is loved. So here's this picture, Mark Golding with a lady who they say is blind, holding on to Mark. So Mark is standing and the woman is holding on to him. The woman is holding on to him, and based on how the picture is taken, it's clear that her right hand is either at her side or a little bit around behind him. And her left hand is still at her side. And her body is on him, but her face is away because she's blind. And blind people respond, the other senses work for them. The sound, and feel, those senses work for them. So she wasn't in him. She wasn't in, she leaned upon him, and she said like this, and she look, him now stand up there, and him lean away from her. He's leaning away from her, and looking at her with a side eye, looking down at her with a side eye. I am not accusing him of looking at her with scorn. I don't think that is the look. But him have this, he was moving away from her. That's not love for people. He moving away. Everything about his body was saying, Michael Manley, come walk Jerusalem. And him shirt dirty. I tell him sorry, you can tired for hear it. He take off his shirt and him give to my mother. And my mother said, I go wash it. And Michael Manley go walk in him undershirt. And my mother washed Michael Manley's shirt and iron it. It wasn't electric iron. And she hung it up on a thing that I had built around in the front boardroom. And the front boardroom was our starship room. And I built this thing, one piece of board, nail it against a place, and put a number of nails on it so you can put the hang up on it. I was proud of my invention. Because that's where we hang up a uniform when I'm hired. And my mother washed his shirt and hung it up, and he went walking in his undershirt. And then she went to join him. And when he came back in the undershirt dirty, and I hold it up woman hang upon him and feel my hand around all of them. And he come back dirty and messy. When you're a politician and you're out there with the people, when you're done, you must smell like them, feel like them, even look unraveled like them, disheveled like them. But no, Mark Golding don't want to be near people. So I look for that. Yeah? Look at the picture. You all saw the picture, I'm sure. And I examined that picture several times and just know that Mark Golding don't want, it's nice to go say one blind one hold it, but I don't mean this. Then I look at the picture. I'm like, I not promote Mr. Holness. But you have to give Caesar what is due to Caesar. Then I look at a picture with Mr. Holness and a woman greeting him. I'm going to show you the difference between experienced, competent politician against an inexperienced, incompetent, buffoon white man. Here's a woman leaning down in Mr. Holness' chest, her face right here, so well comfortable, her eyes closed in comfort. But you think that was great? What is great? Mr. Holness stand up firmly upon his 2 feet. A body language me study, and put both his arms around her, in the mid part of her waist, right up to her back here. And his fingers never met, but him fingers and whole hands spread across her back, holding her in, pulling her in. And she just lay there comfortable, Let me tell you what body language is when somebody hold you and have them whole hand, hold you and have them fingers spread across you, hold you. It is saying, I got you. I'm so grateful that you come. I am glad that I get to hug you. Could you stay a little longer? That's what that was saying. You don't see the pictures them. Match them up. And then tell me so don't want me to go support Mark. Match them up. And tell me my mother raised a buffoon picnic like me. That if the jackass them don't want to be called Marky G. Because we not use too much jackass to call Marky G. The jackass them start rebel. The jackass them say them name jackass them and name Marky G. This man, the woman that the woman, and Mr. Holness, and the woman lie down right up in them right shoulder, and the camera capture that. That picture, sure Mr. Holness will use it to a whole things. Now whether Mr. Holness is a caring man or not, you couldn't dispute that at that moment. You could not. I could have feel it. Just looking at the woman's face, how comforting she is. How glad that she is. And him no care. Him all her, no care how she smell her. If she smell the way, I'm no disrespect to the voters, please. I'm just trying to make a point. I'm not disrespecting anybody. Him no care. It's comforting. It's kind of like when the children see Lisa Hannah. And she see them. Lisa Hannah have this way of behaving like she old, you know. This young woman now is a behave like she has 70. She has some ways about her that's endearing and nice. That's why people love her. And when the children them come and she a challenge them and them a challenge her. And the one will fall asleep. Look at the picture when she down at Ferncourt High School and look a boy left him mother and go to her and fall asleep in her lap. And she had him there the whole time he asleep. Just holding him while he slept. The children always knows best. And this is the leader. I walk up and down, not promoting the candidates, not talking about the candidates. He might talk about himself. And I talk about government, to remove government, deceiving the voters. Deceiving the voters. Jamaican people, when voting for candidates for local government, councillors in the various divisions. The vote is going to determine who lead the 14 councils in this country. And no matter how that ends on February 26th, on February 27th, Andrew Holness will still be Prime Minister. So don't take Mark Gold in deceptions. And I walk up and down. And that is why some of the PMP candidates, them don't want to come on this program. Because Mark will vex if them come. Because some of the PMP candidates, when them put in place and those where them believe is that people them representing Mark Golding. So they wouldn't want to come on here to come talk to voters and answer some questions. Them not going to come. Because Mark Golding and Dayton can go tell him to come. And them not going to think to themselves, say, yo, what I'm doing? I want 2,000 people to vote for me. I want to be them councillor. I want to talk to them. They are cowards. And because they are cowards, they're going to pay the price of a coward. Mark Golding is going to meet his destiny. You are absolutely correct, Mark Golding. I never knew me you could agree on something. We agree on this we agree. Your reckoning, your destiny will arrive on February 26th. While you're there, talking about them fools yourself. Campaigning, delusional talk about getting rid of Labour government. Who going to get rid of Labour government? The people voting for councillors. Why are you deceiving the voters? Stop deceiving the voters. Stop deceiving them. You're a deceptive little white raw man. Huh? Now, if you could look at Mark Golding and how he handled that matter of the 15-year-old that died, you could easily make the argument that he lacks compassion. Did you hear him? Yeah, look at youth. Look at youth, yeah. Honor in memory. Jesus, man. Jesus. Woman 15-year-old. The woman pretty just dead. woman just lose her 15-year-old son. And you stop that talk about you're going to honor youth. Because honor him by a chief election. And that's what you're going to do. You're going to honor him. Him dead. Go look for his mother. Go talk to his mother. Go talk to his mother. That's all you do. Comfort her. Give her some love. Try to see if you can get a genuine hug. You wicked son of a slave owner. No compassion from the man. None. I wanna beat up on a gun. You wanna beat up on a gun? About that? Huh? Mark Golding has no compassion, no conviction, no conscience towards poor people. Mark Golding is talking about himself. Mark Golding wants to elect him to be Prime Minister of this country. I'm going to say it already. I'm not going to repeat it. Whole heap of people up in arms against me. Whole heap of them. People that I thought were my brethren and my sisterin and could be called as friends. All them up in arms, man. Them up in arms against me. Because me for come on board. People from all over the damn world and make a phone call. Well, Karen, you know, yeah man, who want to get to that wicked government, you know. And I wonder to myself, after every one of those calls, I wonder to myself, I wonder if because them people that get too much education, why them stupid, so. Something wrong. Something wrong. Because you want power so badly. Power for your business, power for your family, money and power. You want it so badly that you are willing to hold on to Judas and say to Judas, don't go on yourself. Give me the 30 pieces of silver where you have, where you just sell out Jesus and don't on yourself. We're going to give you a council seat and we're going to make you mayor. Don't on yourself. That's how bad you want power, that you want to put Judas in charge of government. You want to put traitor in charge of government. You think Andrew Holness is wicked. There are some things that we could all agree on that Mr. Holness have not handled rightly. But as I say, Mr. Holness is Mark Golding's problem, not mine. Mr. Holness is my MP, and his only obligation to me is to ensure that the garbage collected, which brings me to that, I get a garbage collection for 3 days now, Mr. Holness. My garbage to be collected, and that's my only argument with him for now. When we get a good PMP leader that can match up to him and don't look stupid and silly, and you have a leader with compassion, a leader who can run other people and run behind her. Ray! No love up that. When we get that leader, then we will find all the things that we need to find to have a discussion with Mr. Holness about. But me, because Mr. Holness on behalf of Mark Golding, you know mad? You know where me stand already, you know. Yeah. I am willing. I will make that sacrifice. You can stay over there. Don't speak to me. Don't do nothing. I am cool. I am human. Blood run through me. And sometimes I sit down and think about it. I'm saying, Jesus, I can't believe this. These are people that, I can't believe this. That this one decides to not take that stand because me I stand up for the right thing. You not stand up for the wrong thing. And the wrong thing you not stand up for. You not stand up for power. So they want to give it to Mark Golding in the hope that he might share somebody, we don't know. And as I say, everything that this world have gone through, every gangster, every strong man, every dictator that this world have gone through, every one of them are people who back them up, and that is why they were able to succeed. Their success was dependent on the people that was backing them up. So Mark Golding have someone who back him up because them tired of Andrew Holness. And me, and a few of us, 6 of us to be exact, 6 going on 50, decided that we're not like that. We're not rewarding Judas for betraying God's son. We're not rewarding Judas. We're not rewarding no traitor. And we are hold firm and hold fast to that principle. Where I believe that it is my responsibility to make the Jamaican people understand. Say, yeah, Mr. Holness is bad, but Mark Golding would be worse. And you don't need no, you get all the evidence out there to show you. You don't need to hear from me. You see the evidence. You hear this man from a microphone and talk about the little 15-year-old that died. And talk about we could use the little youth and bring out voters. You heard him on the platform out of Israel talking about digging up dead voters. We could get dead voters to go vote for me so that we can turn Prime Minister and get all my Tapanari's friend them for run things. You heard him. You heard him. You see him down in the maroon, replaying history, doing the second act of that history. So what the maroon them are going to do now? Round up the slaves them and hand them over to him. And that them are going to know because that's what their ancestors did. Round up the slaves and hand them back over to the slave owners. Chief Curry ancestors them did that. And them are hug him up now. You see him? You don't need me to tell you anything about him and why you shouldn't give him power. But apparently, a whole host of people think that he should get power. And I want to close by saying two things. Actually, three. The first thing I want to talk about is Kern Spencer. I can't find my third piece of paper. They'll be held to pay when I find it. Maybe it's clear. I don't know if Eli take the paper. I can't blame Eli, he's a dog. I can't blame him. Kern Spencer is me a caller. Kern Spencer is a maladroit. I think I know what that means. A real inexpedient maladroit. Now here's this man, and I've said this before. Came into the politics, nice young youth, bright future ahead of him, made a mistake. Don't hold it against him forever. I'm always saying don't hold things that the young people them do. Don't hold it against them forever. Let them pay a little price, but don't hold it against him forever. I don't hold what he did against him forever. I don't think him should get the seat in North St. Elizabeth, and I voice a concern. He started a little company, BOJ TV, and him doing well with it. And you would think that his first act as a man who running a TV station with camera and all of that is to serve the public. That's your first act, to serve the public, to ensure that whatever information you're putting out available to you and you think the public should get it, you give it to them. But when Mark Golding did his whole heap when him chat all the foolishness that he does, Kern Spencer went and cut the tape. And nobody can find the full recording. I think Nationwide probably have it. But Kern Spencer took the tape and cut it up to take out the parts where Mark looked bad. That's not serving the public, Kern. So if BOJ TV is a TV station to serve people that pay you, tell us so that nobody have to beat you up. So you have to open to the public. You have to be transparent. You have to say BOJ TV was paid to cover Mark Golding. But you can't be doing that as a public service and then cut up the film and cut up the voices and piece it back how you want it. Man, that is just not right. Kern, up to you, man, you learn not yet. Not right about that. The public want to hear what Mark Golding said, to judge him. You can't save him. Remember date with destiny. Remember day of reckoning coming. Remember date with destiny. And him out there tell the Jamaican people, say, him date with destiny is for them to give him power. I do not know what's going on in this man's head. Make the Jamaican people feel like they are going to vote for him, for him destiny, and the Jamaican people them don't know the candidate them, where I walk by down with. Because them they're somewhere. And when him have the microphone, them stand up beside and stand up beside. But him not introduce them. Him not big them up. Our Patrick Roberts don't carry around here. Now one year Patrick Roberts don't carry me here. Don't carry around here. You can carry him go other places where them want to see, but don't carry me in Jerusalem. Now one you, don't carry me in Jerusalem. Yeah? So, anybody who have not yet read the article that Lisa Anna published in the Gleaner on Sunday should go get it. and read it and understand it. And let me say this plain and simple. Very plain, very simple. Lisa out there campaigning with authentic PMP candidates. There are some authentic PMP candidates that I support. I would want them to win. And I am going to vote for my councillor, Patrick Roberts. And that's how it is done. But the Jamaican people must know that there are some candidates that Mark Golding and Dayton Campbell put in place that the people don't like. The one in Water Race, we found a picture today. I think she have a billboard, a poster. She still have something nailed up on one light post in Water Race somewhere there, with she and Dayton side by side. That's a picture you're going to sell to people to come vote for you, miss? That's a picture? That is the picture you're going to sell people to come vote for you? You lick your head? So she, I think it's Hamilton she name. I know that Water Race people not going to give her the time of day. Because she's not a manners and she's not a behavior. And some resistance people are going to be upset with me right now. But I want to understand something. That there's no compromise. No compromise in how I feel. Because I am right. And there's no compromise in that. I am right. Yeah? Dayton Campbell Baby Mother number 3 was installed in the Claremont division to represent the people of Claremont. Them threw out the candidate that was there to give it to her. And Karma going to catch her one of these days. It's going to happen. She can't escape that because she should have tell them. She should have the decency to tell them, say, yo, there's a candidate here, the people them choose, let me help him. But no, you don't have no decent people again. Everybody want power. So she's a candidate for the Claremont division. And I'm saying this to Lisa Hanna. Help her. But no, say you want to win back Faggy Mullins' hometown. And what they have done to Lisa Hanna, everything that they did to Lisa Hanna has come full circle. And Lisa is the boss. I'm not boss too. But Lisa is the boss. Lisa have the people them heart. Lisa run over the Portmore and the whole of the PMP people run behind her. Want a leader who can run and people run behind her. The people, the PMP, authentic PMP people of Claremont, don't have to go out and vote for this youngest. We can't afford to lose Faggy Mullins' hometown. Not for vote for her. She named Carty. Dayton Campbell Baby Mother number 3.
A big sound up here, big tune.
Jah holy Emmanuel, I boy. Jah Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. Well, Gideon go busting out them head again. So much oppression, poor people face right now. Them crying out for freedom. Them crying out for free speech. Then said them want to stand up like them black liberators, like Malcolm X and Martin Luther. And the ancient monarchy will come pave the way, sir. Free up black people from me tear down them fence, yeah. Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. Well, the Gideon go busting out them head. I listen, I the power of the Trinity. Give us the teaching of His Majesty. And we know want no devil philosophy. Not until level for man's skin is of no more significant. Well, to the color of his eye. Remember all the war done in 1935.
This is Sticky Stucky Sweet TV with Keith Gargan. Good, healthy food with the X Factor. So give it a like, share, subscribe, and touch up that notification bell. And that is it. Look at